Is Pusha in your top 50? How about that?
No, listen, Jim want to be me.
How does it feel to be me?
I said that weeks ago.
You didn't say he wasn't in your top 50.
I didn't say he wasn't in my top 50, but he's not. But, well let me not go that far. Maybe he's somewhere in the periphery of 50. Somewhere.
I don't have a top 50.
I don't even like that many people.
Yeah, I'm not going past 20. Because once you get to like 36, 39,
now
how do you, you know.
What's separating them?
Yeah, like, yo, this Marquis of Q-Tip. I don't know.
NoBarsOff. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.
Yo.
Yeah.
Don't mind us. And don't adjust your TV screens.
No,
or your phone screens.
No,
we're black.
NoBarsOff podcast show. We praise.
MCs take no bars off.
We praise lyrics. Audio listeners can't see the antics that's going on, but you still.
Yeah, you can feel the vibes.
Have a beautiful experience. We break down verses. We salute verses. We praise artists. We started doing reactions, so it's not 100% praise all the time, but we're pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Praise comes in different forms. Sometimes praise is constructive criticism.
Oh, man. Catch us on DETV every 9 o'clock.
Every
9 o'clock. Every 9 o'clock every day. AM and PM. But only on Tuesday evenings.
But only on Tuesday evenings. Yo, we shouldn't be this damn goofy, man. Oh my gosh.
Today.
Yeah. It's not Tuesday. Then it's not 9 o'clock.
Listen, man. New albums are coming out
Ooh.
by legendary artists. And it's a beautiful thing that
man.
Artists that have track record in the game can still exist.
It is.
I love it. Whether they're in the podcast space, whether they drifting off doing sports shows.
True.
Or they can rap, man.
Yeah, some of them still rap.
Yeah, I think that's great that people have
the
ability to continue doing what you do, whether you're in your...
If Tom Brady played till 45, why can't we still?
He might come back.
Yeah, he might. We're the only genre that try to age out our OGs.
Nah, it's true. So,
man.
So it's a blessing that people can still rock on. So this album has been recommended to us by a couple people. Mm-hmm. We didn't listen to the whole thing. So we're gonna react. We're gonna react to something. Catch that reaction either before this or after this. I don't know.
We don't know the order that these things happen.
Never know. But there was a feature on the joint that we did listen to that caught our attention.
True.
So we was like, yo, let's talk about Son, because like we said, artists have been around for a while.
Yeah, man.
Doing what they do.
It's good to see people recreate themselves and still remain relevant and their pen game hasn't diminished.
Or it's improved. In certain instances, it's improved.
It's true.
Other instances, not so much. But like I said, we're 100% praise on this channel. It's always positive.
Yo.
I'm going to play the verse that we heard. That we was like, oh man, that's a good verse. Let's talk about that word. Let's talk about that verse.
Let's talk about that verse.
Yeah, we did say that.
Let go.
Careful how you move, they want you living in cages. Stay away from sucking. The hating is contagious. I've been getting the money, dog. The money won't change us.
Legend before its time, and you just a buster before the rhyme. You prima donnas like a Virgin Madonna, but borderline. Bunch of boring lines, no one falling for it, so fall in line. The punchline, I'm like a freestyle slime. Stay off of mine, get it? Off of mine. Some of us get it, but off of crime. The offer's off the table. Public defender gon' offer time. When they thought I was subbing, I thought sublime. Now I see since 2020, I clearly thought I was blind. Yeah, the streets is watching them. They want them with with Biggie and Pac and them, resort to popping them. But how is that solving the problem? I got a lot of them, I also got dreams, I follow them. I'm not concerned with rappers who can't spit, so swallow them. This ain't for little saints, so pardon. And you see them pearly gates, that's where them saints go marching in. So shall we start again? Method and banks, this marketing, cause ain't no bargaining with the demographic we
When you
targeting.
thought it was over, another
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I like that.
That said, I'm not just actor.
Right.
I still write. Y'all know this is my original day job.
Yeah.
Talk your shit, man. I hear you.
I think the music is slow, and I feel like Meth came in, purposely trying to. It wasn't staccato, but it was definitely more attacking the beat within.
The pockets within.
He created a pocket to
Yeah.
kind of give himself a little more.
Some more room to breathe. Get a little more. Knowing that that's 16, he wanted that to stand out. So
He did.
So
whenever you got rhymes within rhymes, it says legend before retirement. Just a buster before the rhyme and all of that. Like he trying to make sure that you know that Meth is something on this joint. And I will say this: we talked about this when we did the reaction for the Wu-Tang joint. Meth he's improved.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to some of that early Wu-Tang and compare it to now.
Yeah.
Like early Wu-Tang, he was more of a relying on the voice and him, his character and being who he was, showmanship, right? Now it looked like he's paying attention to the details now.
Yeah.
He crossing his T's and dotting his I's. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And he got our attention.
Oh, definitely.
Prima Donna's like a virgin Madonna, but borderline.
Borderline.
I like that.
I don't even think y'all don't even know Borderline. Y'all know Borderline? Y'all know Borderline.
Nah.
Seems like I'm going. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that line was dope. Just to call people prima donnas, and I think people might not know that the prima donna word is not before Madonna.
Madonna, right. It's
so,
prima donna.
Right.
But then to say you prima donnas like a virgin Madonna. Like a Virgin was one of her songs too.
Yeah.
So like a virgin Madonna,
like a
but
virgin,
borderline.
like a virgin version of Madonna.
Right.
But borderline.
Which
is
are
one
two
of her-
songs
Two
that
of her
she-
songs
yeah.
that he threw in there. So that one bar,
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. That's something that he probably wouldn't have done back in the Tikal days.
Not at all.
Because he was such this larger than life, gold teeth and hair.
Fangs and
like
one contact and
he didn't need to rhyme ill. Like he was just ill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
This
it's
is
not
true.
a knock to him. And it says, rhymes borderline with a bunch of boring lines. No one's falling for it, so fall in line. So he has the repetition of the words
Right.
and the sound, taking the bore out of border, boring line, no one's falling for it, so fall in line. Like it's slick stuff, man. It's slick stuff.
Punchline. I'm like a freestyle slime. Stay off of mine. Get it? Off of mine. Off of mine, but off of mine.
So for him to say I'm like a freestyle slime, sometimes freestyles are off the top of the head. So he goes off of mine.
Off of mine.
Get it? So stay off of mine.
Get off of mine, but get it?
Let's get it.
Off of mine.
Right.
Freestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of us get it, but off of crime. The offer's off the table. Public defender gonna offer time. Oof.
Yeah.
And mind you, this is the public defender. He's on your side.
Right.
And he's gonna offer time. How crazy is that? The offer's off the table now.
Yeah, the offer's off the table.
But off of crime, the offer's off the table. Public defender gonna offer time. Wow. Yeah. When they thought I was subbing, I thought Sublime.
Which is obviously a shot at me, who was a substitute teacher. and
He clearly was thinking,
clearly
a jab.
Clearly
Shots
coming
to your
at me,
line.
who publicly talked about being a sub. Of course, Meth, heard that and was like, man,
Oh, you thought I was subbing? You thought I was subbing? Nah, son.
Nah, fam. Never that. I thought Sublime. Now I see since 2020, I clearly
thought I was blind.
Yeah.
So since 2020, the year,
2020.
but I clearly thought I was blind. So 2020 is clear vision and it's perfect. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you see since 2020, yeah.
Right, and it takes the seeing and the blind and says the streets is watching them. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice correlation. Nice.
This is very well thought out.
Yeah.
This verse is very well put together.
It's slick because it's not like a verse that's gonna knock you off your feet, where you're like, oh my God, he killed it. You know, it's wowing. But you know, when you dig into the layers, you kind of salute what he's done with the pen. That, you know, maybe we're grading on the curve, saying that he wasn't doing this his whole career. But yet, still, this is the stuff that at this age, to show this type of evolution and still pay attention to this type of detail when writing rhymes.
That's the thing. Like,
That's
the
the
attention
thing.
to detail is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, in all of these lines, they link to the previous lines, so
Yeah.
they're not thoughts that are just all over the place.
Right.
Like, these lines link in with each other. So
Yeah.
you go from seeing since 2020, you thought you was blind, but now the streets is watching.
Streets is watching them.
They warn them with Biggie and pocking them,
Yeah.
resort to popping them. But how is that solving the problem?
Right.
And like, I like that you stretch that out just to make it a point, though.
Yeah.
Like, because again, this is adult meth.
Right.
Talking about resorting to popping them. In his day, like back in his day, he would have resorted to popping them.
Right.
But now adult meth is, but how is that solving the problem?
Yeah. And you think about, when you talk about linking, the fact that he says they won him with Biggie and Pac in them. These are two artists that passed, that got popped, but they're also two artists that meth rhymed with.
This is true. This is true.
Like,
This
they
is
were
very
warring,
true.
and they both had
Had joints with them.
on their album.
On their album.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Heavy joints too. Not just on the record.
Yeah, like they were both fans of him, regardless of their beef with each other,
True.
regardless of Biggie's issues with, you know, Wu-Tang and Pac's issues with whoever. Like, nah, meth was the common denominator. He was that ill at that
Right.
time. For those that think he was just, you know, a lawyer on power.
True.
Like, son was
Yeah.
it was a problem.
Yeah, he was.
You know?
But then to say the streets is watching him, and they want him
They
with
want him. Yeah.
Biggie and Pac in them.
Yeah.
Biggie and Pac are dead now, so that's
Right.
where the streets want him too. So that's another correlation.
That's another correlation.
Like, the
Yeah.
streets is watching them because they want, like, they want to do him harm. They want him with Biggie and Pac in
Yeah.
them. So Memphis, yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of them. Also got dreams. I follow them. I'm not concerned with rappers who can't spit.
So swallow them.
Pause.
Pause.
And there might be nothing crazy about that. But it just
sounds
just putting spit and swallow and rappers in the
the
same bar.
Yeah, it reads like a lot.
Yeah, it reads weird. It's like, if they can't spit, I mean, obviously you're saying swallow your words, right?
Right.
If you can't spit, don't say anything.
Right.
Got it. But to spit and swallow,
Yeah, it's just
we don't have to
yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
To follow his dreams, of course, I like that line. Just because it's a longevity thing with this guy, man.
It has to be.
You know, we watched he has a Wu-Tang series on Hulu.
Series.
Got Davies, shout to Davies, playing Method Man.
How about I ran into the dude that plays Rebel INS in
Publix?
that would be funny. Nah, at Perimeter Mall.
Oh.
Real random. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think everybody lives here, but anyway, go ahead.
It was Joey Badass first, right? And
No, it was what did they initially? I think initially it was Joey Badass.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
But yeah,
All right. So, Spit and Swallow. This ain't
Yeah.
for Little Saints. Is that a reference to what you call it?
what is that? What is that? You got
served?
served?
Yeah.
This ain't for Lil Say. Do it for Lil Say.
Y'all didn't see my dance move.
Yeah, y'all gotta see the dance move.
This is not rehearsed. I kid you not. It's not rehearsed.
Oh my God.
This is something that we don't worry. This ain't for Little Saints.
This ain't for Little Saints though. So pardon me. This ain't for Little Saints. But you see them pearly gates. That's where them Saints go marching in. So, yeah.
So maybe he's saying this isn't You Got Served type
Yeah,
music?
this ain't dance party music.
Okay.
And this ain't we ain't doing this for Little Saints. But we on this side, so pardon me. We on this side.
I'm a big fan of You Got Served, by the way. Mr. Chuck, show him what you're working with. Hey, Lil Kim,
Son,
how street you want it? Straight
hood.
Right,
Son,
I'm sorry.
you gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
You got to be kidding me, man.
so shall we start again? Method and Banks, this marketing,
Because ain't no bargaining with the demographic we targeting.
and I think the Method and Banks. I think he's saying something slick there with Banks and Methods and talking about maybe marketing those two names.
Uh-huh.
And I like that because ain't no bargaining
Ain't no bargaining.
with the Method and the Banks
And the banks.
and the marketing
Mm-hmm.
with the demographic we targeting.
So,
Yeah, there's no bargaining with the demographic that these guys are targeting because it's not the youngsters.
Yeah.
They're targeting people of a certain age
Mhm.
that care about what we care about, words.
this is true.
So this is all slick. It's all smart.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah.
Very well put together, very concise. It's very
Yes.
stays on beat, on topic, and whether
Yeah.
like whatever it is, like I said, each line in sequence, like it reads and it sounds well.
Yeah.
For him to take the time to speed up the track on his own and kind of
Yeah.
use his voice or the
Right.
words as the instrument to kind of add a layer to it, I
love
think
it.
this is dope.
I love it. And then Lloyd Banks comes back.
Cookie.
Nah, Lloyd be killing it. He be killing it.
The views expressed by South Aloud are by him and him only.
Yo, Lloyd Banks is right in that 50 Cent lane where I was mad at all of them.
Yeah, son, you were mad at them, son.
Yo, he used to get on the radio and Fifth would just lay back and Lloyd would just go in
Son.
and destroy everything.
Everything.
So that is subliminal hate from
Son.
to the early 2000s.
This is funny. You still got that? You still got that?
Still mad.
That man say grow.
Because I used to be in my room with my pad trying
Son.
to write gun bars
Son.
better than Lloyd Banks.
Better than Lloyd Banks. He was the one at the time.
No, and I ain't shoot nobody, man.
Not a single person. It sounds great though.
Bullets will go through your body and hit your mama.
Yo, dog. Let me out, man.
Hey,
Yo.
we gonna wrap this up, man.
Yo, dog.
Um,
Let me out, man. This is going off the rails.
Shout out to Rev.
Shout out to Banks.
Shout out to Banks. Method and Banks.
Yo.
And yeah, man, keep going. Yo, listen, if you over a certain age and you still rapping, trying to do your thing, man,
Listen.
stop. Nah, I'm just Nah, seriously, take no bars off though. If you gonna do it, man, you gotta take no bars off, or don't do it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Good night.
Real spitters take no bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.